Well, here I am in my leather workshop with a finished Glasgow chair, and I'm very pleased with it. It's worked very well as a design. I've got my stained glass in there, so I'll give you a proper look at the chair. So there's the back cone with the nice Glasgow Rose and the little leaves, and then the long spindles. So it's a Rennie Mackintosh style with a high back, the nice elm seat, and the very unfussy undercarriage. So just the plain legs. So that's it. I'll give you a closer look at the actual stained glass next. So here's the stained glass, and I know a few of you are wondering how I was going to fix that stained glass in. Well, what I've actually used is an epoxy resin, because it's clear, you can't really see it, and it holds the lead to the wood very well indeed. So there you are. The actual rose design, I tried to copy it off other Glasgow roses in their various buildings around Glasgow to get a nice sort of shape of rose, and it's in a dusty cathedral rolled glass, so quite a nice old traditional glass. And the leaves are also in a cathedral rolled glass as well, and I've used lead cane, a very thin lightweight lead cane, to go around everything. The spindles I'm pleased about, because as you know, I did when I was making the chair wonder about whether I got the spindling quite right, and I've done two things with the spindles. I bolstered up these outer spindles and I put in these bracing spindles, and the back is actually very rigid indeed. I mean, it's obviously cleft wood because I've worked this wood from being green, so it's very strong, and there's absolutely no problem there at all with those spindles bouncing or doing anything I didn't want them to do. And then of course the seat, well, that all turned out as I wanted it to, with a nice elm seat, and it feels very comfortable. I've put a very large central pommel in there, and it does make the seat comfortable. The seat actually looks a lot slimmer than it actually is, so it's a 2-inch thick bit of elm, but because I've thinned both the top edge and the underside, the chair actually floats a lot more on that, which is what I wanted to achieve. And the legs, because they're socketed and wedged into a 2-inch thick seat, they're perfectly stable, and the chair isn't showing any signs of wobbling or anything untoward like that. So there you are, that's the Glasgow chair. I did say I was going to be entering this into a competition, and I did enter it into the nationals, into the National Green Woodworking competitions. So I will show you what happened. Well, this is what happened. I was delighted to be awarded 3rd place for side chair, and that's as voted by the public, so the 400 or 500 people that attended the pole lathe turners and green woodworkers competitions, and I will actually post a film about those later on. But there you are, absolutely thrilled about that, a 3rd place for side chair. So I actually did get a 3rd place for my stool last year, so I guess at some point I better enter an armchair class and try and get a placing for an armchair, but that's going to be another story, I think, one of these days. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed seeing the film on the Glasgow chair. I thoroughly enjoyed making it. It was a very satisfying build, and given my design brief that I set myself, I'm very pleased with the way that's worked out. And it's nice, it reminds me of a nice holiday I had in Glasgow, and it's really by sort of going out to some of these places you get a bit of inspiration. I did post some videos actually on the Kelvin Grove Museum and House for an Art Lover in Glasgow, and well as a couple of other ones, so you'll get a bit of a flavour of what I saw in Glasgow and what gave me this inspiration. Anyway, thanks for your comments along the way and your encouragement, and I hope you did enjoy it all, and thanks for watching this one. Bye.